What's up, everyone? It's Wacko. Welcome you to week 3 of SPS Paldex off season. I just heard a noise outside. Oh, I think it was like an ice cold that fell down. Anyways, this week we are against Not Adam, which is an interesting name. Like if you're not Adam, I don't know. I'm not gonna question it, but anyways, he has probably like the most broken ass team I've seen like ever, and like it's kind of sad that his worst mon is Registeel, like a mon that used to be like a solid mid tier is now like his worst mon. But yeah, so on his team we have and also I feel like Braviary was expensive. Tera Braviary is pretty decent though. But anyways, on his team he has Shaman Sky, Tinglu, Pechacunt, Tera Quaquaval, Screamtail, Ogrepon Cornerstone, Registeel, Lantern, Braviary, Torkoal, and Charizard. And let me tell you, I was terrified of every single mon here except Registeel, I think. And Braviary. I didn't even bother prepping for them because I had to prep for 9 other mons. Of course, into like bringing fire types versus my rain team could be a bit destructive for him, but also bringing sun to counteract rain is not a bad idea for him. And also, like, if I don't bring Pelipper, if he brings Tera Charizard, excuse me, it could be utterly terrifying for me. So what am I gonna bring? Now I'll tell you, what I bring is probably not what I would bring if I prepped like a normal person or like someone who isn't I don't even know what was wrong with me. I was like drugged up yesterday or something. But I ended up bringing Garchomp with Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, and Swords Dance. Running the Mental Herb because it is my Screamtail. Well, it's not my Screamtail answer, but if Screamtail comes in on me and tries to Encore me, then he activates my Mental Herb, and then I can switch up my moves after SD, such as like Earthquake, and then I could like Stone Edge into something else coming in if I have to, like Shaman. So yeah, my next set is Keldeo with Expert Belt running Tera Ground because I wanted to prep for Pechacunt coming as well as like Torkoal, Lantern, Registeel, and Tera Ground avoided stuff like T-Wave from Screamtail, which was nice. And I'm running the Surf, Vacuum Wave, Tera Blast, and I think I'm running Sacred Sword. I might be running Icy Wind, actually. I think I'm Icy Wind for Shaman, but I'm not sure. But the funny thing is I don't outspeed Shaman, and Shaman just kind of kills me, so I probably should have ran Calm Mind or something like that. But yeah. My next mon is not Weavile, but I am bringing Archaludon with Choppleberry, and I'm running kind of like offensive. I'm running a lot of stats on the Archaludon, actually. Like pretty much all my stats except attack have investment. But I'm running Choppleberry for Quack, thinking that I can use it as a bait for Quack, clicking close combat, and I can kill it with Draco Meteor or Electro Shot or Body Press. But yeah, I have those 3 moves as well as Flash Cannon. My Pelipper is next up, running the Damp Rock, although I don't know why I ran Damp Rock. I probably could have ran like Assault Vest, not Assault Vest, like Covert Cloak or Boots or something, because I'm not bringing Basky Legion. I guess I brought it for the Archaludon Electro Shot. But I'm running Surf, not Weather Ball, because I don't want to click Fire Weather Balls. Although it would be really funny. Maybe I'll do that next time. But yeah, I got Surf, Ice Beam for Shaman, and I guess no, not well. I guess for Cornerstone as well. And then I also have U-Turn and Roost. My next mon is Fezanskibidi, running the Covert Cloak because it is my Shaman Sky answer, unfortunately. It's a pretty good Shaman Sky answer. Actually, I think Fez and Bronzong make for pretty good Shaman Sky answers, but yeah, Fezanskibidi is running Poison Jab, Play Rough, U-Turn, and Roost. And it is basically there to like eat a hit from like everything. If Shaman goes down like early for some reason, then I have Fez can kind of annoy other things. It can probably eat a hit from Charizard, although don't ask me how much Terrifier Choice Specs Weather Ball does to Fezanskibidi in the sun. Probably a lot more than 100%, but yeah. And my last mon is going to be Bronzong because I do not have an Ogerpon Cornerstone switch in. Technically, Archelodon would have been one, but I had a feeling that I was going to struggle in this game versus that thing. So I brought Bronzong, which also means no Brambleghast and no Mandibuzz, so I have no removal in this game. If I had kept Tentacruel on this team, I'm going to assume Tentacruel probably wouldn't have come either. So take that as you will. But I had no removal. My Bronzong is Gyro Ball, Psychic Noise, Body Press, and actually Stealth Rock. When I pinged him initially to play the game, I didn't notice that my Bronzong had 3 moves. So when I was about to send a challenge, I was like, okay, Bronzong, let's just slap an extra move on you. So yes, I do have 2 Stealth Rockers. I was going to change Garchomp to Spikes, but it was like, whatever. So yeah, anyways, getting into the game. That is not the game, that is the damage calc. Replay view. Okay, so he opts to bring Ogerpon, Shaman Sky, Torkoal, Lantern, Screamtail, and Quack. So no Charizard, but I was pretty much expecting him to bring Torkoal. And everything else, he didn't bring Ting-Lu or Pechacunt. So I did kind of luck out there because both of them could have been a problem for me, but I think, to be honest, if he brought Ting-Lu or Pechacunt, like it's just less of something else that he could bring. I suppose he probably thinks that Lantern's not a good bring, but I think Lantern was a good bring, and I think it was a pretty necessary bring, because actually, like, Pelipper into these guys that isn't Lantern is kind of scary, so like an offensive Pelipper could have been threatening. And I'm going to assume this Lantern is Water Absorb. So I'm going to lead with my Bronzong as he leads Ogerpon. So I get the lead right. He's going to knock off my Colbur immediately. So I get up Rocks. He's going to get up Spikes on my Gyro. And then he's going to knock me again instead of getting up Spikes. I guess he didn't realize I didn't bring a removal, but yeah. So now he's going to bring in Torkoal as I go hard Pelipper. He's probably going to spin. Yep, he spins. But now I have Rain up, but I do know that Lantern is there, so I am going to U-turn. But like, if I had the Rain up, if this was offensive Pelipper, like this, there's not really a Pelipper switch in right now. So like, you bringing Lantern is probably a good idea. But I also see that the Lantern is leftovers here. He's going to go Screamtail as I get up Rocks. And I'm going to go back into Bronzong because he gets up his own Rocks. I'm going to click Psychic Noise because I was expecting Screamtail to switch out on my Gyro Ball. I actually thought that Torkoal was going to come in, which is why I clicked Psychic Noise. I was like, I'll just get off the best special damage I can. And he's going to Aqua Step, which does kill me. He gets his Dragon Dance up, basically. But I'm going to bring in Pelipper because I can live a hit from him. He brings in his Torkoal. I click Surf because Surf is a good move. Click Surf again to do more damage to the Torkoal. And then he goes hard Screamtail on my Roost, I think. Yeah, I click Roost here. I see that he gets the booster speed on Screamtail, which means I believe his base, or I believe like overall, he's just a fast Screamtail, which will outspeed my Garchomp. So I'm gonna go into our Archaludon here. And at this point, he revealed Stealth Rock and Ice Beam, so I was like, okay, maybe he's like not Encore or something. So I click Flash Cannon. I do no damage to Lantern. He's gonna go into Screamtail on my Draco Meteor, and I'm like, oh shoot, he probably is Encore. So yeah, he's gonna Encore me into Draco Meteor, unfortunately, and I will have to switch out. I'm gonna go into Pelipper. And he actually reads me going into Pelipper by clicking Thunder, which is crazy, but yeah, at this point I go back into Archaludon, and since Lantern is dead, Archaludon is not going to be able to use the Sun, but I figured I could actually Electro Shot there on the Screamtail. And then he's going to go into Lantern as I Draco, which does kill him. And then he's going to go into Screamtail, and I'm going to assume he's going to Encore me. But he ends up clicking Ice Beam, which I think is a fair play. I click Flash Cannon, and he's going to Encore me into Flash Cannon, but it's okay, because at this point I know he's not like Wish Screamtail. So he's going to Ice Beam again, activate my Stamina. Quack's going to come in. And I switched out. Why did I switch out? I actually don't know why I switched out, because maybe I was scared of like SD or like bulk up, because Flash Cannon wasn't gonna do a lot, but I probably could have stayed in because I had two defense boosts. I don't know if two defense boosts plus Chople might have made me live in close combat, to be honest. Probably not. He is going to Healing Wish on my Stone Edge, which actually sucks because I really consider clicking Swords Dance there. So I will EQ. He activates Key Berry. So yeah, if I did click Swords Dance on Shaman, this game would have just been over. But yeah, I get my Rough Skin. He Terra Blasts, which activates his Moxie. Fez is going to come in. Aqua Step won't do too much, but Poison Jab is going to be enough to knock him out, and that will be the end of the game. So actually, Keldeo, my Kill Leader, did nothing, but Garchomp once again pulled us out of a bad situation. Archaludon actually did quite a bit there. It killed Screamtail, Lantern, and Torkoal. So Archaludon did quite a lot, and I clicked Electro Shot knowing that the Sun was going to go up. Pelipper actually kind of stayed around for a little bit. Chipped down the Torkoal quite a bit. Fezanskibidi got the last kill on Quack. But Fez, being mostly for the Shaman, just kind of made it so I was like, okay, I guess I can try. I'm gonna Poison Jab. If he tries to like roost up and like try to stall me, I can just go for like the Poison Jab poison, and then the poison plus Poison Jab will build up to the point where I can kill with Vacuum Wave if I need to, because Archaludon's not gonna kill anything. So I felt like Fezanskibidi was my only play at the end. Although I don't know. I think with Keldeo, I would have had to risk a 50-50 whether or not he Terra Blasts or he Aqua Steps, because I was Terra Ground, so either Terra Blast killed me or Aqua Step killed me, and I didn't know which one it was going to be. Actually, was the sun up? No, the sun was not up. For some reason, I thought maybe the sun was up a lot longer than it was, but no. So that would be GG's to not Atom. I think both of us could have prepped better or played better, but I also think like this is going to be it's going to be an interesting game for like playoffs. because you're thinking like, oh, I shouldn't have brought Lantern, or I should have brought like something else on Torkoal, and I'm like, I didn't even fucking bring removal. Versus fucking Ting Lu and Ogerpon, like the most consistent like hazard setters on the fucking planet, and I didn't bring removal versus either of them. So if it was me, I might slot removal on my team next time. So we'll see. Again, GG's. I hope I don't see you again in playoffs. I'm assuming I probably will. I'm sure you'll be on like one of the sides of the bracket. I think at this point, I'm pretty much confirmed in playoffs. I am 3-0 in a 5-week season. Although you do have to get top 6 to make it into playoffs. So I don't know why Dawson had it that way. Why it wasn't just like a top 8 playoffs, but it's a top 6 playoffs. So you might, honestly, I might need to be like 4-1 to get into playoffs. I guess we'll see how the rest of the season goes. But I think my differential is pretty good. I think I am like 3-0 plus 11. So that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure for the rest of the season I'm facing Dawson and Will. So they're also very good players, and I probably needed this win to make it to playoffs, to be honest. So yeah, with that said, I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. GG's to Adam, you played very well. I personally think your prep was good, so don't be like too down on yourself. I just think we both didn't account for like what we brought, and I think I got kind of lucky with what you brought, I suppose, if that makes sense. The Quack especially was a really good bring, actually. So yeah, I will see you guys next week.